Okay guys, Darksmiter here, and we are back with oxygen not included, and I'm gonna let it go. So, we got more research queued up. We got this, oh, right. You know what, we're not gonna let it go, because this is what we researched first, is plants. I think I want that many for now. That's going to be more than enough for these people to start out with, but we need plants. We also have this as a new thing, where this turns carbon dioxide into oxygen, which is an early level thing, and I might put one in somewhere, but you have to be careful, because these eat up water and algae, which is not good for you. Oh, you know what? Forgot about another important piece. Let's put it there. I want to move this over. Guess we might make a second outhouse as well, because they're important. But we'll just let them wake up and then get to it. Ooh, we can start doing my storage facility. And, you know, who knows? Maybe I queue up too much stuff at once, and it's like, that's real stupid. I don't know. I'm sure that... What? No. Cancel. I didn't mean to click on... that's a thing. Sometimes you click on the wrong thing, and you're just, like, in autopilot of clicking, and you click the wrong... Whatever. Next step. I don't have another seed. So... Let's take this up. Maybe not the best idea, but fuck it. That one's actually the closest to being done. Insufficient oxygen generation. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Not super important at this second. Yeah, eat. I wish that they didn't spend so much time eating. And I don't mean that, like, overall. I just mean, like, I wish they ate faster. Okay, so these things are growing. That's great. We're going to need access to water very shortly. So, let's just do that. And, in all honesty, I like to double up the walls around my fluid sources, because you don't want them leaking out, and I think that if you only have like a one wide thing, it could cause problems. So, there's a bunch of shit going on. Everybody's going to be building things. We're going to put out 5 of those, because also that will help when nobody will go idle really there anymore, is they'll build these, and I'll set them to just scoop up just fucking everything. With the exception of seeds and dirt, and I don't think... you know what? Yeah, actually, we'll do this. We'll say all, but not that. Not this, and not this. So, really those things. So what is it? Those 3 that are right in the middle. That is a person. And whatever, just let it go, because actually, now I think about it, want to do another one right there. Wait, didn't I say to build a outhouse there? Maybe I didn't click that, actually. Okay, so we'll just let them... They're gonna kind of do their own thing. And then this one... What was it, organic? This one... We want contaminated dirt, which we shouldn't have a lot of, but this... into fertilizer. So we're going to want this to also take fertilizer, because it's just easy. They'll clean it out and drop it there instead of running all over the fucking place to fucking do all that garbage. You know, you do want some level of efficiency, and again, I'm sure that there's tons of parts that I can be doing significantly more efficient than I do with this game in any way whatsoever, but at the same time, I don't care. I like to do it in accordance to myself, what makes me feel good, because sometimes it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't have OCD or anything like that, but I definitely want things to be a specific way when doing a lot of stuff. So, and especially in a video game like this, I want it all to be perfect. So, I'm gonna build it a little bit like a crazy person. Great. I mean, it's not super important, because this is also a thing about outhouse. Outhouses have a number of visits on them, where they will go to the bathroom in that outhouse, and then eventually it will be full of shit, as an outhouse will tend to be. So you have to make sure you have the ability to empty it out. And if you empty it out, I guess you could choose to just store contaminated dirt, because that's what they make. It's contaminated dirt. Again, it's just shit. Although I think that the thing is that you're supposed to, because it takes dirt and sand to build, is that the assumption is that you're just shitting into dirt, and then they're going to scoop out all the dirt as one thing. So, that's whatever. Yeah, it's great. You're eating. But they have access to water now, which is very important. And here's the thing that I'm going to do as I could have just went this way. We want gas to be able to move through the base, and I don't know why I did those as separate clicks. Our central corridor, as I like to call it, really, or anybody probably would. I don't know, corridor, whatever. It's up and down. We want the gas to be able to move through all of this. So this oxygen thing will be able to more readily put the oxygen above and below it. So this level, tons of breathable oxygen, but it'll also flow up here and it'll flow up there. But the important part is mostly any carbon dioxide will filter its way down to the fucking bottom, which is a thing that we have to worry about, because we want to create... I should make this... Okay, we're going to worry about that in a minute. We're just going to do all this stuff right now. We're going to make sure we set up the walls for this, but this is going to be, right down here-ish is going to be my carbon dioxide trap. We're going to say, fuck it, we don't want to deal with that. Oh yeah, here's all the gas shit. That's all we got. And I want them to build a bunch of stuff at this point before we start researching the next thing. Although, no, we're just going to let them go for a little bit here. And, in my mind, 4 people for now, totally fine. We don't need more than 4 people at this juncture. We'll be fine. And then, okay, yeah, they're going to be doing all this shit. And we're going to want to make, the top part of this thing there. That's great. They're going to build a ladder. You fill in that place. And look, we lucked out. Doesn't seem like we got spillage of water. We just got water hanging around. And then we'll also build this side with regular tile as well. We'll do this. So there we go. We got 2 wide on the side, and we got this set up for the 2 wide on the bottom. And then we'll start digging out this bottom layer, letting all the water be there. Yeah, okay. Now we can go back to research. Now, considering that we're working into the liquid stuff, hey, might as well get to work on liquid pumping. It's an important research, obviously. We want to start moving our liquids because, number one, we don't really want this liquid there. We want it over there. We won't really tap into it just yet, but we'll get there. So they're great. They're doing all this stuff. They built everything. We're also going to want to make sure after this we have a layer up at the top, because we will eventually get the best way of making oxygen, which is... It doesn't appear yet. It takes water and makes it into oxygen, but I forget what they call it. Hydrolyzer, maybe? And it's great. That's fantastic, because it's very efficient. It uses up water, but hopefully we'll end up with a lot of water. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want a lot of water, which... not always the easiest thing around, but we can make it work. So Ah, well, it doesn't matter. They can't get to it. Okay, this will be our water thing. And then it's like, that's huge. Yeah, you're right. It's probably too big. But, again, this is mine. I'm going to make it the way I want to make it. And they can't get to any of this stuff, which is totally fine, but we can get them there really, really easily by just doing this. And also, kind of like I'm saying that you can have the people kind of not do anything, but, you know, it's better to give them a job to do than no job at all. And we've got an okay amount of food for now. Obviously, we want to have more food eventually. Also, we can dig out this layer here. But they're going to be running around doing whatever. He's cleaning an outhouse. Oh, this is a funny thing, too. I always like this real unhappy... Like, people make different unhappy faces, but I like their unhappy face when they're cleaning out the outhouse. It always makes me laugh. Which, I'm going to say, I'm totally on board with you, dude, man. I don't want to clean down an outhouse. That sounds like it's real... You know, this is numerous times, but... Forgive me for giving you shit. It sounds like a real shit job. Get it? Because you're scooping shit. Anyway. This is what we're doing now. So like I said, there's... I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's more optimal ways of playing this game and other stuff like that. Which, whatever. That's fine. You play it your own way. If you want to look up guides and figure that shit out, I'm sure that you can. I don't know, because this game is still new, but it's got... I'm sure... I actually don't know that much. I haven't checked, like, the fan base of this game to what extent it exists. But, you know, I'm sure there's people figuring out stuff every day. And because of how... we got a new... Before I finish that, we got a new duplicate coming out. Do we want one? We have another one who's not going to fight. Who's got 2 problems there. This guy's got 1 in everything. You know what? We're going to print out 1 more duplicate. And we're probably going to stick around 5 for a while. Like, I don't foresee having more than 5 duplicates for a long time. Because we're running low on food. There's 10 things in there, which is just basically 10 meals. So we have 2 days left. Oh my god, somebody's already stressed? Why? This is a problem. I ran into... Oh, it's going to make your stress go down. That's nice. I didn't know that. Yeah. They want the decor. Okay, that's not a problem. We want to keep stress low because if they get to a certain stress point, they'll freak out and start doing pain-in-the-ass bullshit that nobody wants to deal with, a.k.a. vomiting on the floor or breaking shit. I think those are the only options at this point. Like, again, there's, you know... which leads us to exactly what we want to research next. Interior decor. And you're thinking, what about power? You could get this cool battery. You could get a power switch that I don't use very often, or the wire bridge, which would probably help in some later situations for me. But, you know, like, why not this one? Well, we want these duplicates to have a relatively stress-free environment, and part of that revolves around them having pretty shit to stand around. So we want to improve the interior decor. Like, I was just saying, I'm not going to click that button. I'm not going to hit F7. I'm going to hit this. Red is bad. Green is good. We don't have, like, any decor. This puts out a lot. It's like, ooh, the printing pod, ooh, and it's lit, which lighting helps, but outhouse and these things make it terrible, and these, like, electronics for some reason are whatever. It's industrial. I guess they don't like it. And nothing here is really doing anything. There's a little bit of decor, but this is a problem, and there's just, like, nothing there. And the same thing down here, but, like, they hang out here and here the most. So we want them to have a comfortable place to sleep, as in comfortable in, like, ooh, it looks pretty, and a comfortable place here to work. So we want to get on that, right? Don't hit F7. We want to get this stuff going. Oh, they fucking finished all that. Dig it all. This is actually really nice that there's not a bunch of bullshit up here that I'm going to have to deal with digging out. Because sometimes that fucking happens. Anyway, yeah, see, when they have the little flower above their head, I'm pretty sure that means they're like, I'm thinking about how it looks shitty. Help me. And it's like, don't worry. We'll do it. We'll fix it out. We'll fix it all. I know it says insufficient oxygen generation, but if we look, it's fine. It just means that we're not getting a lot over here, and there's this fucking problem. Which is a little bit of a problem when it factors into the fact that it's bleeding into where they sleep. We don't want that. That's not good. But for now, or whatever. We'll worry about those little bits soon. Because I like to set up everything in layers, which again, who knows? Is that efficient? Is that most efficient in this game? And as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by getting a new crew member, a new duplicant, is, I don't know what the... Oh no, some water leaked over there. Whatever. I don't know what the... Ooh, contaminated water down here too? That's fantastic. You may be wondering, but whatever, we'll get to that. I don't know what the fan base of this game is like. I don't know what they are. I'm not actually very active in any... whatever. I'm not like super active in communities about games, which I guess I should be. Depends on the game, but mostly it's me playing by myself or reading guides or playing with friends or, you know, watching YouTube videos, stuff about it. That's just how I like to do things. But I was saying that I don't know. I don't know what the fan base and community surrounding this game is like. They could be anything. So they may have figured out tons of things and the super optimal ways of doing lots of stuff. And like I'm saying that it's probably easy to optimize as best as possible in the game as its current state more than anything else, because there's not so little, but this game is obviously smaller than it's going to be. There will be a future where I imagine this game will be much, 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 much bigger. But right now, it's kind of small. There's a lot of limited stuff to it. We're not going to get crazy things yet and all that stuff. But, like, here's what we can do. One thing. Blam, there's going to be a sculpture there. I don't know if it's worth it to try to offset the outhouse stuff. I highly resisted the urge to say shit again. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. We're not going to worry about that, though. I'm just going to make this pretty because, again, who knows? I'm a crazy person. I just want everything to be perfect. But perfect to me. So you may say, that's not perfect. There's bleh. And I'm going to say, I don't care. Shut up. I mean, who knows? But like I was saying, I don't know what the community around this game is like, and I don't know how I'm probably doing everything wrong. But I have a way of doing it how I like, and it kind of works. I don't know, like, and I'm sure that there's some people that can do it. Oh, yeah, we're running low on food. Actually, what do we got? We don't have any seed. Oh, no, we don't have any fucking... Oh, no. Hurry up and grow! I don't know exactly how long this stuff takes to grow. That's a problem. But in the meantime, we're just going to do this. One person's going to start fabricating the food of the shittiness, and we're just going to let it rock for now. Also going to do this. Then my next plan is that we want that to be... Oh, wait, no. You know what we probably do? We probably want this whole line to be that. We want gas permeable, so again, the gas will fall down here. I don't actually know what we're going to do with this. This might be a problem, because we don't want to get carbon dioxide trapped over here. But like a gas permeable tile will only let gas through. It won't let the liquid through. But the way they interact, I think, and it's just like maybe how this game is that they like will create... There'll be like a wall of gas around there where the liquid should be going. And you know, whatever. Not really a big deal, but mostly the important thing is that we need food. Do we have enough? Are they just not... No, we got... She's picking up a bunch of dirt and doing a bunch of shit. They're just delivering water and dirt to this thing to make a bunch of food. We just need food. We need enough food where it's not a problem for a while. So we got a bunch of copper. We got a bunch of shit. Research is complete. So we've got all the base research done. We got power, we got... You know what, let's check out the... No... Okay, we got all the base research done. We've got... Before, because, like, this is going to be the last thing before we go on the next part. We got all this stuff done. We got farming, gas, liquid, power, interior decorations, which are all very important. And then we want to figure out what we want to do next. Now, personally, I like to go with sanitation sciences. Mostly because of this. The manual airlock. This is a thing, too, where I'm like, I'm not going to say I'm an expert at this game or anything like that, because that's ridiculous, because I'm not. But things that we need are airlocks. We need to be able to keep the air that we want, specifically the breathable air that I am producing in the base. That's a really important piece of technology. We desperately want sanitation sciences. That's my preferred thing. This is what we want to go with. And then here's what I normally do, and we'll see that progress, but I'm just going to say kind of the plan. Sanitation sciences. We need this airlock. Let's see. Nope. I'm trying to remember where it is. Is it here? Yep. Okay, so sanitation sciences. Percolation, combustion. Sanitation sciences, manual airlock, real important. This one, biodistiller, electrolyzer, and water purifier. All three amazing. The electrolyzer is the thing, produces oxygen from water. Bam. Water purifier. Purifies contaminated water. Slime, or biodistiller, makes slime into algae, which produces contaminated water. So, it produces algae and contaminated water, which is great. We need more water. We always need more water. But we need this to do it. And then, because we're going to worry about power eventually, mostly want the coal generator. Hydrogen generator is really helpful, but hydrogen almost always seems to be some sort of a problem because of the way it floats up to the ceiling, and then, like, gas becomes really... I don't know. It's just been a problem. I always... It hits a point, and this, like, hydrogen generator never fills up to me. And, like, I don't know. I feel like the gas pumps in this game maybe need some sort of improvement, but... Who knows? Like I said, early access stuff. But that's our next course of action. So join me again for the next part where we keep building the perfect butthole.